So we're getting down to the wire, and if you haven't done it yet, vote. So hello, and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. This says, which way to the treats? It's a coffee mug that my daughter got for me for Halloween, which has just passed. But I hadn't used this one this year yet, so there we go. Which way to the treats? And in our which way to the treats coffee mug is one of the last two of my tea drop sampler. This one is in sweet peppermint, and this has, assuming I can read this thing, it is light green packaging with white writing on it. This has raw sugar, spearmint leaves, and peppermint oil. So not a whole lot of tea actually in there. I guess the spearmint leaves kind of count. Spearmint is not my favorite. However, we'll just see how this goes. I did put in a little less sugar in this. I'm learning, because they do include the raw sugar on all of their tea drops, and it's one of the first ingredients, which means there's a lot of it compared to everything else anyway. So let's give her a sip and we will get started. It smells beautiful, but like I said, I am not a big spearmint fan. Yeah, I don't see this one changing much. It is not actually a tea. The spearmint might get stronger since it was spearmint leaves. I don't think that's going to be a favorite. I'm going to set that off to the side. Scooch. And we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll see how it tastes at the end. I'm not holding my breath. I wouldn't like it anymore then. So today we are doing our Reverse Rouge. And I set a goal, I think, of 1,500 the last time we spoke. And when I looked at my pile, I decided internally to change it to 1,700. And now I have no clue. At any rate, we have a big pile of stuff. A lot of it is higher priced items. Finally getting through some of the stuff I've been working on all year. Let's go ahead and start talking about it. But before I do be aware, the neighbor's home. He's really quiet right now, but he is home. And so if you hear any talking in the background, you all know where it came from, right? All right, so we're going to get started. Like I said, a number of higher priced items in here, including quite a bit of hair care, a lot of hair care. So the first one is this Rizzo's Curls Curl Defining Cream. Technically, this isn't used up, but you won't see the bottle that it's in. It has been mixed with my Eden Body Works Coconut Shea Curling Cream, and it is in 50-50 mixture in a pump bottle in my bathroom. So it's used up because I use that particular mixture pretty much almost every day, but it's not quite gone yet. But we're going to count it because it will never get counted anyway. This one was $21.99. I have used the entire bottle. Had to move my box. All right, next we have the Eden Body Works Peppermint Tea Tree Natural Conditioner. There's a little bit on the bottom. I had trouble getting it out, however. This was another one that I do recommend this, by the way. It is a really nice conditioner. It feels like it comes off heavy, but it's actually very lightweight. And like most of the other stuff that they have, this is $9.25. Also from Eden Body Works, a favorite that you all know about that I've used frequently and have commented on frequently, I can talk really, is the Papaya Castor Scalp Cleanser. I have at least 3 of these sitting under my shelf in my bathroom, and I have another one in my shower. So yeah, you all know I already highly recommend this. $9.25. Another one that I use frequently is the Purifying Charcoal Detox Shampoo. However, I use this for body wash. Again, I have several of them under my sink, and I have one already in the shower, and this was $6.75. Lots of stuff. All right, so one of these got added today, but I have two of these. These are the NYX Matte Finish Setting Sprays, and they run $8.50 a piece, so that's $17. This one is not used up. However, it has a lifespan of 12 months, and I know I've had it longer than that, and I do use it as a mixer, and I've been noticing that when I've been using it as a mixer with some of my best foundations, those foundations that never gave me trouble before are making me itch. So I've decided to pull it just in case it's the problem. Kind of an expensive thing to do, and that is the Mineral 89 Booster. This is the 75 milliliters. I'm not going to buy, I have a smaller one. I'm not going to buy a big one like this again. A couple of the foundations that I really enjoy, no, I don't need to do this with, like the Uoma. I love the Uoma, and it does not work with this very well, and it doesn't need this. The Uoma has skincare properties already in it. At any rate, this was $39.50, and like I said, yeah, I'm not buying a big bottle like this again. Do have my small bottle, however. That seems to work for me. All right, so next we have the Harry Madam C.J. Walker Hella Fresh. I have one more of these that I'm trying to use up. However, you can't find this Hella Drenched anywhere anymore. I don't really understand what happened with this line. This was a $20 bottle. I got it in a curl box. I ended up buying 2 or 3 of the curl boxes because I really liked the Inches moisture protein treatment they have. And can't find that anywhere either. So this stuff came out, and then within 6 to 9 months was gone. So even if I wanted to buy it, I couldn't. However, this is supposed to be a co-wash, and I found that it really didn't wash anything. What I have found this to be useful for is if I used a new product and it had a shampoo and that shampoo dried out my hair, using this after that will help with some of that dryness. It's not enough for me to spend $20 on. And like I said, I honestly think, to be honest, I think this was a last gasp kind of collection for the Madam C.J. Walker brand. It was available in Sephora for a while. I think almost the whole line was, and then it all disappeared. So I think there might be like a minis kit or a sampler kit, but that's all that's left. I haven't seen it offered anywhere else, and I've actually done searches for it. I think you can probably find it on, like, you know, eBay or something. But as you know, from a regular retailer, you're not going to find it. It's kind of weird. So even if I wanted it, it's not available, and it's not something I would repurchase anyway. I would have repurchased the Inches. However, I think that's going to be completely gone by the time that I'm done using that too. And again, there's a price point there. That's a problem. All right, so this is a mini Rizzo's Curls Deep Conditioner. One of the things that I like about the Rizzo Curls is that they do have a small sample kit for you to try things out. This one is worth, let me find you, $3.98. It's 2 ounces. I don't remember how much the kit is, but it has 3 of the 4 items they generally sell. And it was worth it to give it a try. Most of the stuff I wouldn't repurchase. The deep conditioner I would. And I think I have a big bottle of the shampoo. But with what's been going on with my hair lately, I probably wouldn't repurchase that. And that big bottle of shampoo might end up going to someone else. It's a very good line, a very good brand. It's just my hair has hit the point of touchiness that's... Anyway. Deep conditioner is great. Do recommend it, but the larger sizes are very expensive, running $22 to $25 or something like that. So, at any rate, so that's gone. Another favorite that everybody should recognize, and that's my Eden Body Works Natural Styling Elixir, the Coconut Shea. This is $5. I don't know if this is the only one. Hold on. I think it is the only one. I have another one I've used to have my little list. There it is. Yeah, this is the only one that I've used. They're $5. I have 3 or 4, again, underneath my sink. One of the things is some of the stuff sells out and it gets very hard to get a hold of again, and you have to wait. I'm waiting on something else to restock right now. But something else I highly recommend. It helps with frizz. It helps with moisture. 2 smaller sample sizes, then we can get into the bucket. And the first of those is this Youth to the People Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. I don't use it as a mask per se. I mean, I use it, put it all over my face, but I don't clean it off. I keep it on overnight, and I liked it so much that I got the big size. So this 0.5 ounces is $12. And like I said, I picked up the big size, and I think it's going to last me quite a while. So very pleased with that. And then I bought a triple. It was 3 I Do Care minis in one package. I do believe I got it from Ipsy. And this one is the Berry Groovy Brightening Glycolic Wash-Off Mask. Let me find you. This is $2.50 according to everything on the website. No, I did like something else of theirs, but I don't think I would repurchase it either, and I can't remember what it was anyway, so it's no big deal. Unless that's the matcha green. I think it was the matcha green, and my daughter gave me a big one of those. So this one is a no, but it wasn't horrible. I think one of them I just ended up not finishing at all and giving to my daughter. I just didn't like it. This one was okay. It was not anything to write home about, so to speak. But yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this one. The matcha, I would go for it. All right, so let's start with this. This took me a long time to use. I got it sometime last year. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. This is a $34 bottle, jar, can, whatever. I have one that's open that I'm using again, and I have a backup. And yes, I would repurchase this, obviously. I use it only on my eyes, which is why it takes so long for me to go through it. Like I said, I got it sometime last year. It's so smooth and creamy and gentle, and it gets most of my makeup off. It gets enough off so that I can just go ahead and wash the rest off with a regular cleanser. It's very, very gentle, and it really helps a lot if you have sensitive eyes and you don't want to have to really work at getting your eye makeup off. This is really nice. Next, I have this Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. I actually use this as kind of almost like a serum. This is supposed to help with breakouts a little bit. I don't know how much it prevents them. The ingredients are not listed on the back of this, or probably on the back of the box. I managed to get a second one through, I believe Ipsy had them on sale. I would not purchase them at the price that they're offered on the Murad site. It's way too expensive, being as it's $42 for this 1.7 ounces. That's a lot of money, honestly. I picked up something else from Derma E to start working with my what few little tendencies I have to break out. I use that at night, and right now I'm using the second one that I have of this during the day. But yeah, unless I can find it on sale, unless Ipsy offers it at a discount price, I do like it, but I don't like it enough to spend $42 on this little jar thing. And I'm sure there's something out there that's just as good that's cheaper. It's good. It's not that good. All right. Next, I have a Derma E charcoal mask. This is $15.50. I have one open. I have one under the sink, and I have one that just came in. So I do recommend this. This is really nice. I like the way it cleans my skin. Now, I have asked Hiram to review Derma E, but we'll see if he does that and how much he hates it, because this company does include fragrance in the ingredients. However, I've noticed in most of the stuff that I've seen, the fragrance is at the bottom. So there's not a lot, and it would just matter on what he says about the other ingredients. Kind of hoping that this is okay. I'm making some other changes to my skincare based on things he said. So, but I really like this. I really feel it gets everything clean. It has a slight scrubbiness to it, so it can also take care of some of the media. It's not nearly as good as my L'Oreal mask that I use, but it does help a little bit. And at this point, I do recommend it. I really, really like it. And $15.50 for a little mask like this at 1.7 ounces is not bad. This is the Kryolan Professional Eyeshadow Primer. You all know this is like my Holy Grail eyeshadow primer. Although lately I've been having more issues again, and doesn't seem to be helping as much, unfortunately. However, I still use it. I still recommend it for helping with my eyeshadow kind of disappearing. I also use it on my nose, according to, she used to be called Pampered Wolf. I think she's changed her name since then. I use that and to help keep my foundation on my nose. It has helped with all of that. I will still continue to use it. I do have a fresh bottle open, and I do think I have a backup, but I'm not sure, which means I probably should consider buying one. And this was, let me see if I can find you. Where are you? This is, I'm putting it down at $19.95. I've noticed it at different prices. Like, you can get it for, I think, $18.50 on the Camera Ready site, but it was more like $19 or $19.50 on the Kryolan site, and then it was closer to $20 somewhere else. So it went with $19.95, seemed to be right about where it should be at. I usually buy direct from Kryolan, so anyway, I do recommend that a lot. All right, next is another one that should look very familiar because it's one of my holy grails that I use all the time, and that is the Eden Body Works Natural Cleansing Co-Wash. This is 16 ounces, and this is also $9.25. This is my favorite line, one of my favorite lines in the brand, and it's very moisturizing. The thing about this co-wash is it does do cleansing. It's not harsh cleansing. It won't get rid of, you know, loads of buildup, but it does cleanse gently, but it also leaves your hair very moisturized. So I really, really enjoy this in between shampoos. But you do need to shampoo at some point because this co-wash won't get rid of everything. Anyway, like I said, $9.25. I have another one open and another one under the sink. Always. Oh, these are the ones that I'm kind of... Hiram doesn't like Pixie. And amongst his favorite products, these were not it. Anyway, these are the Pixie Glow Tonic To Go pads. I have this one. I have one open, and I have at least one or two under the sink. So I got a long way to go before I get these out. But I am going to be phasing them out. I'm looking for something else because Hiram says Pixie is not that good of a skincare brand. And we want to use good skincare brands. I just like the fact that it has the pads in it, and it was cheaper than the First Aid Beauty, which I also really enjoy. I just don't want to spend that much. And these are $18 each, and they last me 2 months. I think I bought enough to get me to the end of the year. It might be longer than that because I think there's, like I said, I think there's at least one, maybe two bottles down underneath. But for, you know, the price, I think they're pretty good. It's just an ingredient issue that might be a problem for me in the future. We'll have to see. So far, my skin and my face reacts well, so that's something. Something I have used two of. I guess I'm going to be using these once a month. One of these a month. These are the Eden Body Works Hibiscus Honey Hair Tonic. I use this at night. I spritz my hair at night and scrunch this in, let it dry down a little bit, and then I use a little bit of this rather battered conditioning hairdress over it to seal in that moisture and all the vitamins. And that gives me a lightweight way to keep my hair from drying out at night, and also to give my hair some nourishment because this has all kinds of stuff in it that hair likes. And these are also $9.25, and that's my biggest complaint. They're $9.25 for less than 5 ounces. But it looks like I'll be using them once a month at this point. I think I was overusing it a little bit before, but I am trying to moderate how much of it I use now. I do recommend it if you want to get your hair some extra nourishment, but to be honest, this is not a requirement for your hair, your curls at night. It's just a really nice thing to have, because if you're going to refresh or keep your hair moisturized at night, it also has all the nutrition stuff in it. So next is this Perlice Watermelon Energizing Aqua Balm. This is not used up. However, this has an 18-month shelf life, and I think I've had it longer than that. I'm not positive. This is one of the ones that I got before I started tagging my makeup to make sure that I was using at least my creams and stuff within the amount of time, or very close to that amount of time. So the thing is, even if it's not 18 months old, I don't reach for this. I have the Air Repair their moisturizer, which is very nice and lightweight. This has, if I recall correctly from looking on the site, this has dimethicone in it, the way most gels do. I'm not going to be able to force myself to use this up by the time that 18 months comes up. I'm not going to force myself to. So since I can't give it to anybody or do anything with it, I'm going to go ahead and throw it in as finished. And this is a $24 balm. I believe I got this from Ipsy or BoxyCharm or something like that. Probably from Ipsy in the Plus or something a while ago. I haven't done Ipsy the Plus in at least 6 months, a little longer than that. And I was on it for 7 or 8 months, something like that. So Lord knows how old this is, if I got it from Ipsy at all. Like I said, I just can't. I like the smell of it. I don't like the fact that it's a gel and has the dimethicone. And like I said, I just don't reach for it. So there's no point in keeping it on my counter and trying to force myself to use up something that I know I'm not going to use. We are almost done. So next is this Or's Olive Oil Edge Control. And I know I've had this over a year. And it's got a 12-month lifespan. And the last time I attempted to use it, I don't see it now, but I saw like little red speckles in it. So it may not be used up, but it's definitely done. We are not putting shit like that in our hair. This is okay. I actually like the hold on it. I am now using the Eden Body Works Coconut Shea that I got in one of my ambassador boxes. The hold in the Coconut Shea is a little bit stronger. The Coconut Shea is a little bit stiffer of a gel. This is more of a soft gel, I guess. I do enjoy this. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to keep it with it turning red. Would I repurchase it? Maybe. I'm going to say that because the Coconut Shea one is huge. And the thing is getting this stuff used up. So if I cannot get it used up in the allotted time, buying a big one is a waste of money. This is $5.50. The Eden Body Works one is either $5 or the $9.25, depending. I would think with the size it's probably the $9.25, but I'd have to look it up. So like I said, maybe. I will have to see how I go through the Eden Body Works one before I decide if I would repurchase this. If the Eden Body Works one has more than half of it left, and it is $9.25, and I'm throwing over half of it out or half of it out, then this would probably be my purchase. However, if I can get through the Eden Body Works one within the allotted time, or at least get 2/3 to 3/4 of it done, I would probably buy that one instead. I stopped using, stop throwing the things around. I stopped using edge control for a short time, and I'm back to doing it when I have my hair up and it's a fresh day. So it's just to keep my babies out of the way of my foundation. It doesn't always work, but at any rate, I don't use it for much else. I don't know how to do the decorative edges and stuff. So, but like I said, yeah, we'd have to see. It's not a bad gel. It's not as strong a hold as the Eden Body Works, but I've also tried gels that had a lighter hold. So if you're looking for a strong hold, I would recommend the Eden Body Works. If you want something that has a medium to strong hold, this would do fine. Next, we have the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. That is a mouthful. With shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. So, first of all, I like the line. And I'm saying that as someone who's starting to have more and more trouble with the amount of fragrance in the Eden Body Works. The mask that goes with this is absolutely stunning. This, yeah, it's a heavier leave-in. It was okay. I liked it. The smell was strong. The scent is strong. It's a very nice vanilla scent, as I recall. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of on the, this one's starting to, it's old. This one is starting to go a little bit, but the main fragrance in it is kind of a vanilla scent. And I don't mind that. It's just, it's very, very strong. And for leave-in, this is a little heavier than what I want to use in my hair. So this particular item and most of the other items in the line, I would not repurchase. The mask I have a backup of, I believe, and I would repurchase. But this one, no. Probably not. I have other leave-ins and regular conditioners that I just like more, that are in lighter weight and still manage to give me the same amount of moisture. And this was about $10. Next, I have a package of these compressed facial sponges for professional use. I got these on Amazon. This was $12.99. There's 50 sponges, cellulose compressed sponges in here. So for $12.99, I think that's a pretty good deal. I enjoy using these for scrubbing my face with my soap. I use them to remove masks, like, you know, charcoal masks, stuff that will stick to your face. They do an amazing job. They're very comfortable. They don't have that roughness. At least to me, they don't have that roughness that you get with a washcloth, but they do have, because they're sponges, they do have that kind of textured feeling to go ahead and scrub and get things clean. So I've already bought another box, and I've given some of them to my daughter. It took me, I don't know, 9 months. I'm not even sure. Last year, I bought these last year. But I do recommend these if you're looking for some kind of sponge or something to use with your skincare, for, you know, cleaning off your sponge, your masks or whatever. I really do recommend these. These are really, really nice. I've really enjoyed them. All right, we're back to down to our last few items. There's only 4 of them. They're all pretty much tiny. There are 3 full sizes in here, and 2 of them are mascaras, and one of those is in here because it's gotten old. They both are in here because I got old. Hold, please. Okay, so I think the siren is done. All right, so the first one of these is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. This one is in burgundy. This is $8.95. And the other one is the Rimmel Scandalized Curve Alert. This one was $6. I probably wouldn't repurchase either one of these. One, like this one, that's a lot of product to try to use in 3 months. Won't happen. This one, I wasn't impressed with the color. I don't think either one really did that much for my lashes. They're okay. They're not astounding. They're not anything I'm actually really willing to put $5 to $10 on. So probably not. Next, we have Jack Black's Lip Balm. I love this lip balm. I have this one. I have one in the living room. I have one in the bedroom. I have one in my purse. I have backups. Yes, I recommend this. This stuff saved my lips a couple of years ago. I used it once a day at night before I went to bed, and within a week, my chapped and bleeding lips were healed. I highly recommend this. This is $8. It's recently gone up in price to $8. It used to be... the price hike wasn't that much. I think it was $7.50, so, you know, $8 isn't bad. But highly recommend this. This one is in Natural Mint with Shea Butter. It has SPF 25. They do have other flavors. I do not know if the other flavors have the tingly feeling. Somebody would have to let us know that. But, yeah, definitely recommend. have repurchased, would repurchase. This little sucker, absolutely not. This is the Murad Renewing Eye Cream. And this little itty bitty thing is worth $22.96. The full size of this is 80 something. Hell no. Hell no to the no to the no. I'm actually going to start phasing eye creams out. I have tried at least a dozen, probably. Between Ipsy and BoxyCharm a while back and a few things I've bought on my own, I haven't noticed that eye creams do anything more than a moisturizer. So, but even if I were still buying eye cream, no, not at that price. This did nothing. I used it up because $22.96, but it did nothing. Nothing. It's not worth that. The big size is not worth $80. Murad is an overpriced brand to me. It really, really is. So, yeah, no. But I did use it up. I had to work at it, but I used it up. All right, so with all of that in there, I'm going to give you a minute to guess how much all of that came to. Understanding that quite a few of those things were quite expensive. We had a couple of things in the $20 to $23 range. We had a freaking eye cream worth $23. And there were just a lot of things in there. So let you think about it. How much do you think I used? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Got a guess? Did you list it down below? I hope you did, because here it is. You can tell me if you were right. I used up $402.82. $402.82 over the last 2 months. Remember, we already had went past $1,200. And so we set a new goal of around $1,500 to $1,700. My total for the year right now is $1,654.82. I want to set a goal for $2,000, but I'm afraid to. I've met my original goal. What do you say? Should I set another goal for $2,000 by the end of the year? You let me know down below. I am personally a bit blown away. And the thing is, most of those items I would repurchase. Most of those items I recommend to some degree. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I used to not use makeup at all, and now I'm like, get through it. At any rate, that's all there is. We're done for the day. And if you like what you've seen, I hope you will subscribe. And when you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday, but we do have bonus videos. I open indie brands, way too many indie brands. I need to stop. However, we open indie brands, and my son will be resuming his box opening soon. His dad says he's not going to do it for this month, but hopefully for next month. He will have a new box sorted out, picked out, and ordered for the kid to open. So all of his fans, you're getting a 1 month break, but he will be back. I promise, okay? He will be back. And if you send anything, that gets opened as a bonus video as well, unless you don't want me to. If you do not want to be embarrassed by me on this channel, please put a note in your box of stuff that you've sent, or you can join the domytriesthis group, which is listed down below, and you can tell me on there that you have sent a box and that you just don't want it opened on the channel. And I will do my best not to do that. I will keep it in mind. I won't do it. I mean, seriously, I'll probably start to open it. If you put the note in the box, I'll probably start to open it, read the note, and then I'll stop. Promise, I won't embarrass you that way. If you're one of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. I'm still not getting email notifications, but you know what? Do it. It's you know, it's a 5-second thing to check. Unclick the bell, re-click it, who knows? Maybe it'll work. Hoping that YouTube fixes that soon. Very soon. Please fix that soon, YouTube. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, I'd understand. There's a lot of YouTube out there. You don't need this old dragon. You know, a lot of younger ones out there. However, we do hope that you will come back again. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. All right, so it's sad here, but like I said, this is not... Most of the tea drops are not a traditional steeping tea. I don't expect the flavor to have changed very much. It has cooled down, and in my experience, spearmint gets more bitter as it cools down. So all we can do is give it a try and see what's happened to the flavor. Okay. It did have spearmint leaves in it, so... the spearmint is definitely stronger. This is not a tea I would purchase or recommend. I just don't like... There's something about the way spearmint tastes. Now, why would you call it a sweet peppermint when spearmint is your second ingredient? Just call it sweet mint. I don't know. But yeah, not impressed. Not one I would purchase. Just no. No. Putting it over there. Anyway, so that is it for the day, and I hope you have a good one.